Thank you, everyone, and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
I don't have
Jerry.
power, so let's not be quite so perky, okay?
Well, if you need a hot meal or a hot shower, you know where I live.
Well, I have a generator, but I might still show up at your house.
Absolutely, you can. I'll have drinks on and
Ooh,
food and,
I'm thinking a hot toddy would be good right now.
well, I don't know what's in a hot toddy, so,
I'll get you the recipe.
all right. Sharon's supposed to be part of my presentation this morning.
I am.
Good morning.
Pull up seat. Stacy is unable to make it today. She was also supposed to be part of my presentation. She asked that if I would present the end of year report for her. I said I would. So I reviewed her end of year report with my numbers and we match. And she asked that I have you sign these. I have 3 copies and I don't know if she signs all 3 of them or not. I didn't.
You want to read them out to us?
And
You want me
every,
to read them out loud to you?
There's totals, yeah, that they.
Oh, the end of year
That's the
total?
way we usually do it, isn't it?
oh, sure, yep.
Okay. The 2023 end of year fees is a total of $242,514.31. Surcharge total for 23 is $18,570. 2023 interest, $112.82. And 2023 transfer tax revenue, $121,432.26.
Very good.
Thank you.
I make a motion, we accept and grateful the numbers all match.
Okay. And I have seconded. All in favor? Yes.
Sharon, I keep staring at you. You look absolutely lovely today. The
Oh, thank
red is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love red.
Yes.
Art does the red thing a lot. Do I love red? Do we sign all 3?
No, I didn't. Usually get paid if I had to find more than one.
Oh my God. I'm taking those brownies away from you. You're getting mouthy with the sugar.
Bill, I already gave you somebody this morning.
Man. That is one good thing about this time of year. Even though you have no power, everywhere you look, it's like the junk. There's snacks everywhere,
Goodies. Mhm.
sitting in the dark, eating chocolates, you know.
Do you have power?
I have generator.
Oh, it's not.
You still don't have power.
Wow.
Now, when you turn onto my road, literally, there's 3 poles like right in a row that are snapped off.
Mm.
So it won't be soon.
That's the final power.
Thank you.
Well, Sylvia has havoc all over, I'm telling you. Fires, everything else. Houses on fire.
What about fire?
There was a fire on some city road in Lincolnville, that was that first meeting.
Oh,
They think it was only a structural, so that's good, nobody was living there. So that would have been.
what do we know, ladies?
Sharon and I have also gone over numbers. Do you want me to read them out loud or do you want to?
I'll do it.
Okay.
That's right.
So our fees for December last year through November this year. Our total fees were $147,933.17. We had in restitution $4,807.06. And our surcharge we collected was $2,458.25 for a grand total of $155,198.48.
Well done.
Yeah, and I think that even exceeded the projection that I gave last year.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah. And it's mostly,
Wonderful.
I gotta say, probably a big chunk of that. I didn't see Barb sitting back there. Hi. Hi, Mary. It's probably from passports, because we've done about 300 more passports this year than we did last
Yeah.
year. That's huge.
Is that because now some of them,
Yeah, the pandemic
changed
is
the-
kind of, well, mostly because the pandemic has.
But at this
relieved a
point,
little bit.
who's traveling? Well, I suppose it's,
Everybody.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I did, I got my passport renewed.
I don't know that people are traveling, but they want to be ready.
They want that ability, that was
Yeah.
my thing.
It's good to hear.
Now, are you required by law to do passports?
no,
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No, we signed up, I think back in 2012, maybe. I don't know how long we've been doing it, but
yeah, but it's quite a while.
yeah, but no place else in this area. I think Rockland was the closest place for people to go.
No,
Or
what do
Vancouver.
you, what does probate make off a passport? I come in, I want my passport.
We collect $35 if it's a first-time passport and we have to process it. It's a $35 execution fee. That the
Plus the
county has.
photograph,
Plus, if they need a photo, that's $15.
okay,
And it costs us a little less than $1 to make a photo.
right?
Yep.
And what if they're just renewing it?
We don't get anything for renewals
Oh.
because an applicant sends it in on their own.
Yeah, just a picture.
So they, save the $35 fee,
Oh.
but out of that $35, we have to pay for that expensive postage to send it to Passport Services,
Yeah,
and that's about $10.
huh,
So we're
wow,
making a little bit, on the
Wow.
$35.
well done,
Yeah. Yep,
well
it's-
done.
Can I make a copy of this and then bring it back to you, or do you want to keep it, and make a copy? and get it?
I am working with Dan to finalize the documents for the TAN, which we'll be signing at the next commissioners meeting on January 4th.
Okay. Yeah, okay,
I talked to him and I
you did get a hold of him,
yes,
Yeah.
come to find out my emails are actually going into his junk folder. And he finally found them, and I actually need to talk to him a little bit later today. To discuss the projected revenue sheet. But I did ask him if he wanted to sign it in this year or next year, and he said it would be better to sign in the new year.
yeah,
The banks at Camden National are closed.
all the accounts
All
are,
the accounts at
Mhm.
Camden National
Good.
are closed.
yeah,
So that's a good way to end the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
UBS is closed and the money has been transferred to our Waldo County Health, thank you. Our Waldo County Health account, and that was roughly $157,000. First National Bank accounts have switched to the ICS, which is the insured cash sweep. Those have been transferred over into those accounts. And we did receive the second quarter state jail funds of $207,337.25.
Is that what we expected?
Yes, so they're sending it instead of a lump sum, they're sending it to us in quarterly installments of roughly 207,000, and that's about what we're supposed to get every quarter.
yeah.
Right, okay. It just sounded a little foreign to me.
I think this is the first year that they're doing it quarterly.
Yep.
It is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't sound quite,
it
something.
didn't sound right. So, and my
Did they
other,
tell you what the total number is? I mean, I can figure out the quarterly, I just did, but I'm just curious if they've said,
I have it with my budget stuff, and I wanna say it's roughly around 800,000.
yeah, okay,
Okay.
that's up, that's up,
good.
yeah, that's up,
Yes.
that's what I just did the math, it's like,
And
okay,
it also sounds like if we're not keeping up to date with Crass, they're not giving us our they won't release our quarterly payment. I'm current with Crass reporting, so we
Thank you.
received it in a timely fashion.
thank you.
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Cause that was so far behind,
It was a year behind.
yeah, yeah,
But we are to date with that.
So we're all caught up, everything. Right.
On Crass, we are
Right.
caught up, yes. And the only thing that I have to do is
It's you.
It says it once in a while. Says wake up.
Wake up. Move around, move around.
The only other thing I have to do is give them the budget for this year, but I wasn't comfortable earlier giving them a budget until I had a good idea of where this is going, and Scott Ferguson told me how to give the budget numbers in there, so that's the only final piece with grass that I have to do.
Awesome.
I'm going to make a motion to accept the finance report. We do
I will
this
second
first.
that motion.
All in favor?
Thank you.
I got a question though before you go.
I'm not leaving because I have
When
more
you
for you.
this 200,000, 207,000, whatever. We got CCA money that seemed low this year. Is it because some of it is coming with its quarterly payments, or is it?
Yes. That quarterly payment includes the CCA money.
So how are we handling that?
Let's have a discussion on how you want to handle that,
Well, the way it always has been handled.
and how has that been handled?
We had a general account that was CCA money,
Yep.
Which you do.
Which I do have that account.
and we pay the garden expenses out of that.
Yeah,
And some left over, but the reason for my question, I can
Because
see
you're
that,
worried, aren't you?
well, I can see that you're getting thrown into the loop and disappearing.
Well,
so
so,
70% goes to jail, 30% is CCA money.
yeah, well, technically, let's flip flop this. So the CCA money, which it's not called CCA money anymore, but we'll call it that. 30% of that money has to be spent on jail programs. And then the remainder can be spent on whatever. So it depends. Are you still calling this a jail program?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
the 30%, otherwise than that, he'd take the 70.
So, but out of the 207, 30% of that is jail,
Yes.
or the jail program.
Goes into, yeah, the CCA.
Okay,
The purpose of the CCA money was for programs for the inmates, hence the start of the jail. So I take 30% of any of those quarterly payments and apply it into that account
then that is what I will continue to do.
Yeah,
forever, never.
Yes. All right. My final, two
Do we have any
pieces.
more warrants after this?
The, the department heads would like to do a end of year warrant, but I was going to present that on January 4th.
Okay, yeah,
If not later. It sounded like Karen did a deadline to say, hey, get all your year end bills in, and
the
then.
first 2 weeks of January.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then it would be the second commissioners meeting, I present that final warrant, and I am still vetting out the process in which.
But there'll be no more payrolls out of this.
There will be no more
No, this
payroll.
was the last payroll, that just.
That's a good thing.
This is last payroll for the year, but as far as expenses go. One more warrant, which I will present either the first or the second commissioners meeting, and I will let you know when I have that warrant. The county accounts payable is a total of $147,571.60. Your payroll for the county is $171,958.51. A grand total of $319,530.11.
So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Yeah. Oh, look what she has.
I know, I know. Was that you, Barb, that put this up here for me? The added machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
welcome. I hope you're not hating it. If you don't like it, we can take it away.
Makes me happy.
Good.
That's
can
my
you
little
do it with your
highlighter.
Left hand? Or do
What's
you
that?
have to have it over on your right?
Well, I need, but that's okay, I got the cord here, and I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
So you can punch numbers just as fast.
No, no, not quite as fast,
with
but
the
that's
left
okay.
hand.
All right, go for it.
The jail accounts payable, $103,092.79. The payroll for jail is $44,435.57. A total of $147,528.36.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
now I start adding up. You know where I'm going.
I was looking at the percentages yesterday.
Yeah.
and There isn't tons.
Yeah, no, I've already gone through
But
it.
that reflects after. It reflects.
So
this.
these bills are taken out of this.
Yes,
That's why I was asking if there's any more payrolls, because it's like, holy
no,
okay.
that is all I have unless you have questions.
No, I
Questions?
All right,
Thank you.
don't have.
I will return for an executive session.
Oh, we excitedly look forward.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, now we know what this executive session on here is for, Bill. Is Net there? Net? Hey,
Terry just told her she's
I did turn her on.
do we have anybody on today?
Alina, whoever 4 and 15 coders. And, Annette.
Huh, no, I always wonder
And,
who.
Carrie will probably be on.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm hungry.
I am
Smells good.
starving. I'm telling you, all this. Oh,
Okay. So to start with, I did ask for an executive session to talk about a few HR topics. But for the sake of this meeting, I am requesting a vote on the health insurance premium I put an email in a little packet in front of by your names, Betty. Our representative Malcolm Ulmer had sent us an email with the directive of increase of 12%.
mhm.
He gave us the new 2024 monthly premiums per type of plan. And my request for a vote is that you accept the monthly premiums per plan
Yep.
for 2024.
I will make that my motion.
I will second.
All in favor?
All right. In the executive session, I've asked for, I'll give you more details about that. To
Okay,
break down the premiums cost per employee, the family plan and that, but and how we're going to roll that out for 24, we'll talk a little bit more about that, just procedural. And then I have great news, is that Randy Fox has been selected for the new detention manager for the reentry program. They would like to offer him $32.62 per hour. And, oh, I meant to give you an annual salary, because this position went from, he was in an hourly position, and he's now promoting into a salary position. And my apologies for that, I wanted to do that so you could have a total. And they would like to have that effective as of December 17th, which is the beginning of the pay period, which I recommend too. So my vote for you is to accept Randy Fox as detention manager at the hourly rate, the promotional hourly rate of $32.62.
so technically you've already paid him at that rate, I'm assuming, if this is the
No,
last.
not if you don't. It wouldn't start until, he wouldn't get paid for this if you approve it until January 4th at the next pay period. Because we're paying, today we were paying for the prior 2 weeks.
Okay,
So
okay,
Sunday is going to be, Sunday is going to be, well, the 17th through December 30th will be paid January 4th.
okay, because I just wanted, because remember I said, do we have any more payrolls coming out of it?
Yeah, no, we do not. That's a good, oh, no, we do not.
Well, that's awesome. I think Randy will be awesome for that position. I'll make a motion that we excitedly accept Randy in the position of facility
Detention manager,
detention manager.
that's the job classification.
Second, it at the salary.
All
Yeah.
in favor?
Yep,
I do have this resume and application packet if you'd like that. The other good news, I would like to, oh no, I'm gonna do that in executive session. The other thing is I do have the pay scales updated with the 4%. We can talk about that at the executive session if you want. I am going to ask for signatures to approve them as such, but we probably should have a little more conversation at the
We'd like to
executive
see
session.
'em.
Yeah.
You have copies for each of them.
Oh, and I can definitely get them for you.
Please,
Yeah, so this is the original, so we'll
So
go
that
over
we
it a little bit
can
more.
kind of
Yeah.
do our own thing.
Yeah, and, yeah, so there's been some conversations yesterday afternoon that I feel in the executive session before you sign.
okay.
Yeah, so if you could give that to us.
I sure will, Betty. Commissioner Johnson, I sure will. No, that's an executive session. Okay, now, executive session, that is it for me.
All right,
Super duper.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's you and Carrie that are hitting us up for executive session.
Yes, year-end information, more in-depth conversation, then we'll go from there.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
Okay?
Is Chris out there?
No. I'll call him.
I just.
Jason, had to go to the EMA,
Yeah.
Betty,
Yeah,
but he was explaining to us, he gave you one of these also. And we had talked about, this is for storage for, up on the hill, the technology up on the hill for the sheriff's department and the comm center. The bill is not, the total is not that 12,701 that you see. It's a matter of the 3 different plans. One is a 1-year, one is a 2-year, one is a 3-year. And it's for the backup and storage of technology. I really think that we should go with the 3-year, which obviously is the cheapest at 5,724 for Blue Mantis.
Right, I mean, we know that we're gonna have.
Yeah, and we had talked about utilizing, some of the funding from the purchase of the building, so I'll make that a motion.
yeah,
I'll make that a motion that we ask Jason to sign the contract with Blue Mantis
And
for $5,724 even.
it's a 3-year one. so,
3-year contract, yep.
And I'll second that.
okay, all in favor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, how are you guys doing?
Pretty
Good
good.
morning,
How are
Mary.
you doing?
Merry almost Christmas.
Merry almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Can you
What?
believe it already?
Yeah,
It's been
really.
a quick year. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have much going on. Yesterday, when the shelving was delivered to the archive building, I went up there with Barb. And we noticed that there is inside the archives, there is a slight leak. It's not right on any of the shelves currently. It's like right as you kind of walk in on the right side there, against the wall. Right.
It did hit 3 boxes of records.
It did hit 3 boxes. Okay.
Thankfully, they're not the.
You-
permanent
Okay, good.
record, But Bobby's drying them out and.
Okay.
So I didn't know what, Barb took some pictures. I have pictures on my phone of what the roof looks like. The roof is in pretty bad shape. The shingles are falling off. I'm guessing with the wind storm probably to Monday. A lot of those shingles have blown away.
On the Spirit Court building.
No, this is the archive building, the
Oh,
old
on-
jail, the old. where the
On
archive-
our building. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And this is, we just found that.
Yeah, yeah.
leak, So
What's it gonna cost to fix?
I haven't gotten any quotes yet. This was yesterday at 3 o'clock. So I can call, I don't know. I know, Bobby had said years ago, someone had done the roof before. I don't know if We used Horch, or if you just want me to get a quote out there, find the best price. I know we've contacted Horch before.
Does
so
that have regular shingles on it, or is it the copper
I think
ones, or
it's asphalt shingles. regular
25-year shingles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
you should go to, I don't know, like a hardware store somewhere, just for the time being, because you're probably not gonna get anybody right off for a
Right,
while.
right.
And you can get this funky stuff that you almost like paint on, it's like goo,
Mm-hmm.
and it like seals like crazy.
Okay. That's what we can do.
I'm sure it has a very professional name other than slimy
Hmm.
goo, but it really does work like a charm. I'm just thinking it's a temporary fix so that hopefully it would alleviate any more leakage until we.
Yeah, because I don't know where, obviously on the roof where it's leaking, you can kind of see the spot where it's a slow drip, I'd say.
Yeah.
And
Is
it
that a flat roof?
is the what?
Is it a
Flat
flat
roof?
roof?
No, not this building, no, it's
Yeah.
a regular.
Okay,
I'd also get a plastic tub, you know what I mean, and maybe stick it in there for the time being,
Okay,
but like Bill, what is that stuff?
Flex seal?
It might be Flex Seal, you might be, I know it's, it
I know, I knew
started
that.
out as this crazy stuff that, like, remember, as seen on TV, you know, and it turns out it's like crazy good. Gorilla Flex Seal or something,
Mhm.
but I
Okay.
have a friend that just lost shingles.
Mhm.
is it
Painted it.
leaking in just one place, Chris?
The leak, I think,
Did a couple of places.
yeah, there's like two that send up to me, both alongside the right side when you walk in. One right when you walk in, one on the far side there, right at back to work. So do you just want me to get up on the roof and try to? Flex
How
seal
old
the
is that
ceiling?
roof? Keith usually kept good records.
I can find. I'll
You might
out.
find out how old that roof is. I mean, if those shingles have 20 years on them,
Yeah.
we might as well replace them.
Right, that's what I think, well, if I can show you.
But like I said, the thing is, this time of year, especially
Right,
with the mess that we're in, one, you don't want a shingle when it's that cold, you want a shingle when it's warm. And two, you probably won't even get contractors right now, because they're all busy.
kind of see, like I said, I'm sure the wind damaged Monday, you can kind of scroll through, those are pictures that Barb sent me.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, those are old shingles.
Yeah,
Uh,
really old.
Yeah,
They
you-
look old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's moss.
I haven't remembered since I've been here, it's been single.
Yeah,
so
Uh,
meantime, I can look into Flex Seal or something. of
yeah,
that
you
type.
know what I'm talking, you'll see
Yes.
what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
Um,
and then, did you also want me to look into getting a quote to?
I just get a quote, can't hurt,
Yeah.
but I mean, obviously they
What
won't.
about
That's
metal
the way.
roofing?
What about who?
Metal. What about metal roofing?
Metal roofing? I
Get
can
it.
look into that.
You can get a quote on both.
They say you're being used every day, I mean,
It's getting more popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of like wary of it.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
We didn't have any flooding in any of our
not
buildings?
that I saw, no. everything
Okay,
went
good,
really well.
Superior Court still looks good,
Yep.
looks good, okay,
Yep.
good.
Everything's going, heat was fine, generators all worked great, including the tower sites, they all charged up and also have propane, I went around and made sure those are all functioning well.
Thank you so much for that, that's good.
Yeah.
I think,
That's what I worried about, you know.
yeah, no, Monday and then Tuesday morning, I made sure, cause I know like Windy Hill was still running on the generator. So I would remember it sure that we had enough propane and stuff out there, but I had everything filled in like October, November. out
Yeah,
there,
no,
so.
good,
Got
good
ready for the
plan.
winter, yep. So that went pretty well. I've, in my experience for that
Yeah.
first time big storm like that for me, I think, everything went well.
Mhm.
No major leaks in the jail. Other than normal little stuff, so.
Excellent.
Well, so yeah, the roof and then, I think that's it. That's all I have. I don't have much. Training went well a couple weeks ago, just some OSHA standard training.
Oh, yay, sure that was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. It was, I did learn some things, like obviously I haven't done OSHA training.
That's good to hear.
So
Yeah,
I did
good to
learn some
hear.
things, so it was good.
Excellent, how are we doing on lining somebody up to, be our trusted assistant
Good,
in the new year?
we had an interview yesterday, it went very well.
Good.
I know, I think Annette and I are talking about that later too. in the
Oh, okay.
session. Yeah,
Okay, I didn't mean to steal her
No,
thunder.
no, it's all good.
I was just asking where we were at on that, and he, yep, good.
Yeah. But it went very well yesterday and, we're going forward from there.
Super.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very, very much.
And, I'll see you later, but just on the off chance I don't, have a great Christmas.
Yes, you as
Yeah.
well.
Hey, same to you, Chris.
Thank you. If you don't-
Oh,
Work break.
we don't need a break right now, do we?
Oh, what, you don't have to pee?
I
Just because
do,
I want a
but-
cup of
Well,
coffee?
well, well, I
Okay,
have a
good.
break.
I need a cup of coffee.
You run your mouth, I have a break.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Oh, my God. You get back. You this.
Hey, we need to make.
Go pass for Matt Curtis.
I mean, if they're gonna be a few minutes getting down here, because we are way early. And this is awesome, because the sooner we can get through this shit, this
So is
stuff.
Jason coming back or
I don't
not?
believe so. She
He's
probably won't.
supposed to get the award.
No, Jason, don't need to come back.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, he's not gonna be here to be presented the award?
oh, well,
It was
I'm
some
sure he'll
safety
be.
prize, that's what he was.
Oh, well, that's okay. if He's not here. He's a big boy. It's $100. We'll give him.
Maybe that's why Matt and Mike aren't here. I
No.
don't know. Jason said he'd be there. And
Ah.
that's why I put
Um,
his IT report ahead of the presentation of the safety prize.
but I mean, could we take Carrie? Could we take one of our executive sessions out of place and? I mean, down at, because I mean, Christ, look where we're at.
Yeah,
I-
do we have anything for correspondence?
I don't, the only thing, that,
I did forget something.
What?
Couple of expenses at the jail over the last 2 weeks,
A couple what?
there's expenses that, I was told to report because it was over $1,000. I had to come in on an emergency call, it's just the heating, they had to come in twice for heat, there's no heat to the front of the building. So it's a couple of expenses, one was like 14.
100, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one was 18.
Okay.
But I had to call him in, there was no heat to the,
Right,
there was
right,
no
right.
heat, so Carrie reminded me to mention that to you guys, and I wanted to bring that up, and
Has Carrie paid those bills yet?
I coded them, I think one of them was paid.
Okay, I was
One was
just.
like,
I'm just
how
trying to
it
keep-
works, but I know they're coded, I know I've coded them, I talked with them before I coded them and everything.
They were on the warrant and I have a check. If you don't want me to send the check, I'll hold the check.
Oh, no, geez, damn, she's good. No, you can send the check. The work's been done, right?
Yes.
And it's satisfied. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
No, I was just, again, trying to figure out like, if it's included in this. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you. Sorry about that. but to your
Yeah, no, I'm
audience,
just trying to keep track of numbers here.
Yeah, I
and it's
know.
like, oh, God.
It's almost the new year, we're almost there.
Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I can think of one thing. I sent you an email about the July 4th being on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
And you said make it the next
Yeah.
week. Well, do you want to have back-to-back commissioners meetings, or do you want to skip it every other week till it catches up with a 5-week month? I mean, it's plenty of time. plenty of
It's
time.
a 5-week month, right?
I think it was September that it would even out to the first and third Thursday, but for July and August.
Other times we.
I was
did it
gonna
the
say,
day
in the
before.
summertime, it's not really a biggie. Why can't we
Right.
just have the one commissioners meeting?
Just keep July 18th.
Yeah, I mean, we can always come in and sign
Okay.
warrants ahead of time if we had. to.
Right. Yeah. Other times we put it like the day before,
Sure.
and the day before shouldn't be a problem.
So we can move it a day, whatever
Do
you
you wanna have it
want.
the third?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
yes.
keep it on schedule. Yeah, because I have a tentative, I mean, it's just a draft, but I, put all the dates in.
Yeah,
All right, so we'll just change it to
Because
July
a
3rd.
lot of times we do that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and then everything will be right on track.
Sure, I
Okay.
don't care. Hell, I don't even know what today is most of the time, so, yeah, I'm good with that.
Did everybody get the new appointment books and stuff?
No.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot to order.
Oh, for gosh sakes, Barb, I am disappointed.
Yes, well, I'm sure you are because it's December.
Oh, you just stop
Do you
it,
like
whatever.
Do you both like what you've had before
Barb,
for date books?
I actually remember I ended up stealing yours. Well, you gave it to me, just
Yeah.
let's be clear.
Yeah, no, I don't think we have this fair this time.
But,
So, If
but
you like what you have, please let me take a look at it before, or if you have it with you. If you don't, I can go back and look at what I.
I don't have it. I don't have it with me.
I already have
You have
one
one?
that I bought, yeah.
Okay. Bill, do you want me to order one for you?
Yeah.
The same.
How long will it be?
Well, I hope soon. I hope it quick. I hope it comes quick. I'm gonna go to Amazon. They're usually pretty
You might
quick.
get it in a couple days.
Or WB Mason.
Right
I'm
now.
so
Yeah.
sorry, I completely spaced that.
WB Mason sometimes gets it the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sometimes they're more
absolutely.
pricey, but
But I know what, I can look back at what I ordered and, cause I have, they had like the last 3 years.
You
of
want the
every one.
same.
Yeah, same thing over that I've had.
Okay. And I'll let you know just as soon as they're in.
if we wait till January, probably get a discount.
Did you want me to read what little correspondence I have?
Yeah, please
Yeah,
do.
sure.
Matt just drove in.
Oh, cool.
I'll be very.
Barb, yeah, come up here for God's
I don't
sakes.
have a lot. I'm working back there while so I'm not wasting time. As Chris said, you heard what happened yesterday. What I wanted to add to that was, Bobby said that the shingles have been coming off for some time.
Yeah,
It's not
sure.
just this storm.
Yeah,
So,
they're all-
So I think probably the wisest thing for me to do right now is buy a few tarps and just drape it over the records, then we won't have any more getting wet.
Right.
Oh, no, agreed, but you still wanna have like a plastic trunk or whatever sitting there to catch the drip.
Yeah, we haven't quite figured out, so I figure if we protect them that way, and then once he gets the heat pump fixed, that will take any moisture out
Yeah.
that's happening, so I think we can mitigate this.
What's the
pretty
matter with the heat
simply.
pump? Is there a heat
I
pump
thought he
up there?
mentioned, it. Yeah, you have to keep the records at a certain, you have to keep the building at a certain heat level. When I went in yesterday, it was freezing in there.
Yeah.
So I took the ladder over and climbed up and it was flashing and it's got a broken blade. So I don't know if the wind picked up and I have no idea what happened.
Is that a new heat pump?
Well, we've texted Keith to find out if he remembers who he purchased it from and when.
Hmm.
Because maybe it's still under warranty, we're not sure.
Yeah.
So we're working on that, but in the
I
meantime.
guess
And that was about 2 years ago, right?
The question I have, I'm a little surprised of just learning about the shingles that someone hasn't said
Before now.
I know.
before now.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I never look up that high.
I
have
mean,
no idea.
literally, it
Well,
needs,
And
the roof needs.
why
repair.
would you?
Yeah, I know, I
Stupid.
know. So
I mean,
this is
you're
But
not-
if we can jury
not
rig it
gonna-
for now,
it's not
Yeah.
my wheelhouse,
paint that shit up. But,
but we had, what was helpful, in spite of my making, I don't know how many phone calls to the delivery company and making sure they knew they had to call us before they arrived, so what somebody could come up. They didn't, and they blocked the driveway up there by the jail but Bobby took command of the situation, which I appreciate. He called down and, Chris and I went up and they had a gentleman help from, the reentry center because they were supposed to have brought it inside the building and they didn't. So I'm gonna be calling them today to talk about that.
yeah, no kidding.
But Bobby in the meantime he knew we needed to reorganize some of where the shelves were, and he had taken care of that sometime a few weeks ago, which I really, really appreciated. So we're all ready to go to just start. He's gonna have some of the reentry folks put the new shelves together so we can be ready for the other records. to come.
How much did the new shelves cost?
Altogether, it was like 4,000 something, and that included the delivery. That's why I wanna talk to them.
Cause it's not reflected in
It
here.
would have been taken out of the reserve, the records preservation reserve.
Ah.
So we still have money in that account, so I'm keeping that in mind that maybe if we have to pay for the heat pump, maybe there's enough in there to take care of that. But we'll talk to you about that before any decisions are made. And the other thing I do need to go over with you folks is, MCCA, Lauren Haven has asked. She would like to know who the boards of directors are going to be this year for the risk pool and for the Maine County Commissioners. Do you want to leave it
And
the
then
same as
be
it's
for
been?
this Meeting, We're supposed to be,
What's that?
we're supposed to elect people this meeting before the 31st.
You wanna stay on MCCA?
Yeah.
I'll stay on risk pool.
Okay.
But I would like to have you go to some of the risk pool
Yeah,
meetings with me
because,
so you can learn.
and permission to.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
I think
right.
we're all proxies for one another.
I know.
Yes, you
but,
are.
That one, you know, I wasn't able to go in.
I wore a name tag that said I was you. I did, I wore your name tag. So, I guess that's a warped motion.
You moved, you seconded?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep, yep.
thank you,
All in favor?
Yeah.
thank you.
What is the motion to stay with?
You haven't figured us out yet?
Kind of.
For Commissioner Johnson to risk-
MCCA,
Maine County.
me,
Okay,
and then risk pool, Amy.
And I'll help you with that. after.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
and I've got the video too.
And they have called me when you can't, and they had an important vote, you know, are you coming? I said, yeah, but I'm not supposed to be there for another hour, you know,
Yeah.
until 10. And they said, well, you know, I said, well, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Oh.
Cause I'm just about here anyway.
No, good, appreciate it.
They were happy that day.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt left.
I think he's here somewhere.
Go get him.
probably get a phone call.
Yeah, he was supposed to be, him or Mike was supposed to give that safety prize to Jason. Jason must know about it, right?
I'm sure he does. It's $100. I'm sure Jason doesn't care if he's standing here or not. but-
Yeah. Yeah, we got an email from Mike.
If Jason isn't here, we'll give it to him the next meeting.
No.
He's dealing with a phone call, and he said he'll
Yeah.
be right in as soon as he can.
Still. Even January,
I mean,
even given it in January.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know.
This is a quick meeting, huh?
That's because we can smell food.
And so too, I'm glad because I really gotta get home.
Well, I left the generator going with Wee Man and that just makes me nervous,
Yeah.
but
This is my first leaving her, you know, she wasn't very happy with me this
why didn't you bring her?
Because she doesn't understand.
hey, you're up.
Alright,
Hi.
hi, how are you?
So what? That's how she gets socialized.
Good morning,
Good morning. Good
Merry
morning.
Christmas,
Merry almost Christmas.
Thank you.
thank you,
Are you in debt like everybody else?
absolutely.
Yeah, because you have kids. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm here on behalf of the department heads, we want to talk about the safety suggestions. The recommendation of the award be presented to, Jason Bailey for his, suggestion with the upgrading of the parking lot lights up at the complex. For safety's sake, we've had some issues with those and he was able to work that around. So that was, especially with the DA's office moving up and everything else. And this time of year, we certainly appreciated that. Some other suggestions that were presented were an AED class for.
That's actually brilliant. We should do that anyway.
Well, and that was kind of what we
That's what we-
talked about. That's something that should be part of. We lose sight of it at the sheriff's office and the jail because we do that as part of our annual or biannual training. So we're always doing it. Not having the purview of other departments, they have AEDs in the hallway, but they've never received training. So that was being set up through EMA. So that's already in process.
Thank you.
And another suggestion was one-way signage coming out of your parking lot, and that was taken care of by the city took care of us on that. The last suggestion was some upgraded fencing to the rec area at the re-entry center. Yes, so they were concerned with the DA's office being there, maybe like victims and people incarcerated, but generally our population that's out there is sentenced and everything else, so that's why we did it that way, so. So that was in a nutshell.
I love
Where
that you
we
guys are
went.
doing the AED training.
So, yeah, we,
I
they
didn't
were,
realize that was like a mandatory thing for you folks.
yes. So
Matt, that's good.
it is. We received a grant a few years back. I worked with Debbie Heath. And we actually were able to get AEDs for each patrol unit. So that's something that we carry, in the cruisers on all the marked units.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's awesome. Well, we don't make a motion on Jason winning the award, but I think that's really awesome. and
Sure, that's good.
Duly noted.
All right, great. And I don't know, there was some conversation because none of us were quite sure at the meeting if you did have to, because I think there's a monetary award that goes.
Yeah, there is.
So however you guys want to do it, but that was our recommendation. So,
Yeah, awesome.
okay,
Yeah, thank you very, very
We'll
much.
do it.
all right, thank you. All right,
Thank you.
have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Be
Sorry
safe.
about
Do you have power, Matt?
I do have, yes.
I still don't. I'm learning to love the hum of that generator.
Yeah, oh, it's great. I sleep really well with that right outside my window.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right?
Like a lullaby.
yeah, sort of. Yeah,
It does make a noise.
we can, we can run about 14 hours on
A tank.
a tank. But
Is
my
that
kids,
what, is that about what you get?
yes.
Hmm.
So it was, generally, we don't lose it very long. But I know a lot of folks have, surprisingly, my wife and children at their school haven't had it. They still don't have it back. And so,
Whoa.
yeah, there's a lot of carnage out there if you go up, you get
Oh,
riding
yeah.
around. Yeah. So
So
they're still working
no,
pretty
it's like a
hard.
war zone in some
Hey,
areas.
Matt, you know, up in Hamden, Urban,
Yes.
Hannaford, shut down, Hamden is shut down.
Yeah, it's
My
crazy.
daughter lives a mile from town. She's can have power yet.
Well, look at those folks up Rangeley Way and
Oh,
everything else. I mean, the bridges are gone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
an island.
Roads are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They-
so-
Right
They
on.
still haven't, I mean, I've been trying to keep up on, they lost a vehicle and they still, and two occupants
They're
and
still missing one.
still missing
He's
one.
still looking for one, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear they found the vehicle. I'm like, how do you lose a vehicle? I mean, it
But-
just gives you an idea of the magnitude and it's certainly sad.
You know, if it wasn't, and I think it's funny because usually anything you see on Facebook is like a lie or a joke or whatever.
Or,
And if it wasn't for some of the stuff people have posted on Facebook, you would
The
really have
pictures.
no concept.
We were lucky around here.
No, truly, we were blessed. I can't fathom, my heart breaks for them. So when I joke about being on a generator, I say that lightly, joking.
it could be a lot worse, for sure.
No,
It's worth its weight in gold.
That Route 9 corridor took a pretty hard hit, even in Troy and Unity.
oh my God, yeah.
It was, yeah,
My Lindsay lives on 17, a quarter of a mile up from Togus, which is a main
Right, yeah.
artery there.
Down by
And she
Augusta.
just got power last night and she texted me this morning and said my power just went out.
I didn't put my generator away.
Matt,
Keep it handy.
when I was coming in this morning, going up by Lake St. George, I said to Annette, did you see there's 2 more huge trees that have come down?
Cause we got some more wind last night.
Well, look at the trees that probably didn't fall yet.
Well, and that's just it. I've got a lot of tree work to do,
Mhm.
down on the camp road and, even at my own house, so,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll get, chainsaw blades and, steel toe boots for Christmas this year for all the boys, so.
there you go.
Anyway, I went
Get
and
the
bought
crew
it,
going.
I went and bought it. Yeah.
One thing I just want to throw at you while I'm thinking of it, and you're gonna, please forgive me,
No,
because I couldn't see who it was. I had to come back from a job on Monday. Was Monday the day that it was like really
Yes,
crazy?
that was the day.
horrendous.
I was coming back from Bangor, so I'm going down through Winniport. And as these cars are blowing by me and I'm thinking, you're an idiot. I come down the hill into Frankfurt.
Yes.
That steep hill and around.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I jacked up because I could see a car on the side of the road and it looked like, and so I hit my flashers and I saw a deputy pull up behind this car and it's pouring. It is sideways rain. And I put my 4-ways on because there was traffic coming behind me and there was a tractor trailer truck approaching him from behind. I'm thinking, oh my God. And he got out and it looks like the woman, and you can ask your boys, because I don't know which one it was, Matt. But the woman obviously had gone through high water and
Oh.
killed their car.
Sure.
It watered it out. And I watched that kid get out of his cruiser, no jacket, and pushed
Push
her car.
Did he really?
And I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
thank God.
those guys,
That was awesome.
they worked really hard, a lot of long hours and, creative driving to get to places and,
Man, I carry a chainsaw. I don't know how they did it, cause I've had to cut my way.
it reminded me of the ice storm. And,
Right?
and we all had chainsaws on board and we were just lugging people. I assume you saw the emails about the warming, the overnight shelter.
Yep.
That Dale works hard on.
Yep.
And so I put that out, we're offering rides if Cap can't get them there and everything, so I took that tact from the ice storm.
No, but as I say, it warmed my heart. I was like, that's one of ours.
We've got some great, we've got a great crew.
Yeah.
So
Thank you
and
and
they care about the community, so
be safe.
excellent, thank you.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas,
Bye,
man.
Merry Christmas. I know.
I gotta have an executive session, Michael,
You want me to
go
close?
in now.
Yes, please. Thank
You
you.
want me to leave or? stay?
No, I want Barbara in here, and Annette and Terry,
I'll send her in.
this is free for all,
Yeah, send them all in.
send them all in.
We're gonna
Let
get
me get everybody out of the waiting room here. Okay.
Motion to go into executive session, Title
Yeah.
1405.
All right, is it Carrie's?
Bill said. Motion to adjourn by Amy, Bill seconded, unanimous. At 11:37. Thank you.